Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on our second generation Viper video today. You know, this is, as you move from the first original set of cars, which were really game changers when you think about it, then they added a little bit of luxury to the cars. I don't want to say a lot of luxury, but enough like daily driver features in here that made these a little more user-friendly. So as we walk around this car, this is one of the best examples I've ever seen, and I'll tell you why. First off, we're talking about a 3,800 mile car, so 4,000 miles or less on a car from 2004. This is 2017, and we're doing the video, 13 years. The mileage that's been driven a year is so ridiculously low, shows and things like that. And here's how you know you have a really great car. For instance, this client had the ceramic paint coating put on. I think he said he spent around $1,000 to have that done. And I have to tell you, when you touch this paint, it's spectacular. It comes with its own little spray that you spray on if you get some dust on it or whatever. But the dust actually almost falls off the car is how slick this thing is. And on top of it, you don't get all the marks that you would see or some of the swirls out in the sunlight. And that's the great thing behind it, because black paint, you know that happens. So they call this a 500, and the reason they call these cars a 500 is they're 500 plus cubic inches, they're 500 plus horsepower, and they're 500 plus foot-pounds of torque, which is pretty impressive when you think about it. And throwing in some real-world livability like power windows and power locks and a great fitting top and keyless entry makes them very nice. So as we walk around, like if you wanted to have a show car, a show Viper, you would buy something like this, and here's why. For instance, we talked about the mileage already. Original set of Michelin pilots on here. I didn't check the date codes, but they look to be the original set, right? They're very meaty, so they might be fresh, but the chrome wheels are in perfect condition as we look around those. Bright red calipers, even the insides of the wheels were washed in there, all right? Right here, these are added, and they come off if you don't like them, but if we get a little shot of the back side of these are carbon fiber. And so because the wheels and tires are so big, it can tend to kick up rocks and stones, all right? And this protects that from happening, all right? Inside here's the boot, all right? So covering up the convertible top. As we come around, you got side exit exhaust back, all right? We lost that for a little while, and now it's back in these models here. And a great rear end shot of these cars with the diffuser. So let's look underneath this car for a minute. I want, if you could, the reflection on the floor, we'll get down here. I want you to see why these cars are close to 200-mile-an-hour cars. You see how flat the bottom is of the car? That's designed to keep the turbulence, the air from underneath the car, disturbing the undercar at high speeds. That's why NASCAR cars are very flat underneath, and they start to lift as they go faster because the air is pushing them up. And this is what that's designed to do, to generate the right turbulence and velocity, and the Venturis in there to make all that happen. That was a lot to say, way more than I'm capable of saying, because I'm a used car salesman at the end of the day, not very smart, so hopefully you just work with me, okay? Walk around some more, and you're gonna see things like, for instance, this is factory paint, man. Look at how nice that factory paint is. That's really, really nice. One of my favorite parts about a Viper is like if you have some friends come over and you have this in your garage or whatever, you say, listen man, I'll meet you out there in a second, I'll pour us a couple beers or a couple glasses of wine or a couple sodas, whatever it may be. Go ahead and open up the hood, and I'll see you out there in just a few minutes. They're gonna go out there. 99% of the world has no idea where the hood release is on a Viper. And I'll show you real quick where it is. They're looking inside, they're looking around there, they're looking underneath the seats, they're looking at the dash or whatever. Old school style, it's out here, right? Right here, okay? And then it's got a little safety here. And then here, one of the greatest looking engine compartments of any car ever made. So easy to work on, but look at this thing. Red valve covers on there, awesome looking fuel injection system, all right? Aluminum block and heads, 505 cubic inches wrapped up there in V10 power. And this is it, man. These things are making over 300 horsepower at 1,500 RPMs. That is insane. Some cars don't even make 300 horsepower. Just off idle, this is already making 300 horsepower. You don't have to ring it out to 8 or 9 grand. 3,000 RPMs, it's almost making full power. 4,000, you have everything. It's just this lazy, great train power that comes on. And when it comes out the side pipes, it sounds a lot better than it used to back in the day. So. Air conditioning, power steering, power four-wheel disc brakes, just all the great safety features that you'd want in a car. And we have ram air. Look how clean the filters are in there. Just stupid. Transmission cooler here, even though it's a manual 6-speed, transmission cooler built in, right? transmission cooler here for the manual 6-speeds because the heavy-duty 6-speed transmission. All right. Anyway, so it's super clean. You get the Viper here inside the liner. I don't know. It's just a great engine compartment. If you wanted to go to a show or something like that, you could do it. Or you could just drive it to work, man. And what a great car to take to work on a nice off-Friday. All right. All right, so really, believe it or not, there's a livable and usable trunk, but I wanted to show you a couple cool things about this in here, which I really like. So for instance, like it has a tonneau cover here that goes over the convertible top, and the convertible top itself is hard. And the reason why you want the front of it hard is so that it doesn't bounce at high speeds and become super loud. Here, this is the boot for that, all right? And then this is how you know stuff is just, like somebody loved this car, and this is a collector version of this car. So here's the original floor mats, okay, wrapped in plastic. The original floor mats are in plastic, okay? How insane is that, all right? These are a couple little additions just for dress-up pieces here. Here is the original radio for the car, all right? This has the latest version of it there. This is the original one that came in the car. All right? I don't know, just whenever I see anything like this with books, keys, records, these kinds of things, it says to me, you know what a great car. This is exactly how you want to buy a car. This is the spray I was telling you about for the ceramic coating that's on the car. You spray a little on, microfiber off. It's just fabulous, okay? All right, so these cars here are really designed for bigger people. It wasn't always that way. They were a little bit tight. So for instance, like I'm 6'1", I get in here, and one of the things that a lot of people do not know about these cars is that they have adjustable pedals. And so here's a switch for that, and it's fully electric. The whole rack moves up and down. I don't know if you can see that from there. So instead of having to be close to the wheel or far away from the wheel or whatever, you can actually make this like exactly how you want it, all right? 220 mile an hour speedometer, 7,000 RPM Tach, full gauges right here, so you can see everything going on when you're driving this car. Great, nice grip on the wheel, climate control, air conditioning, heating, all right? 6-speed, power windows. This is a really nice interior. So loaded inside here because of this Alpine sound system is a built-in factory subwoofer, mid-ranges, all right? Speakers all throughout. It's just a beautifully done car from the factory. I brought this in here because here you're getting books, you're getting another set of keys, right? You're getting the original window sticker is in here, right? Original window sticker in here, $85,000 in 2004, right? This is 13 years ago. Now you know why these cars are $120,000, why this is such a great car, because it's kind of stalled in its decline in value. Now they're starting to go back up because they're no longer making these cars. So you could potentially get on the upswing of some great next find that may be shown. So as we close up the video on this car here, we're talking about the 555s, 500 horsepower, 500 plus cubic inches, 500 foot-pounds of torque, and then a 3,000 mile car, just under 4,000 miles on it, 6-speed, triple black. I mean, it's like everything you could possibly want if you're looking for a very cool car for not a lot of money. When you think about exotic cars past the $200,000 mark, $300,000 mark, this car really fits into the fact that it will, some claims say it will hit 200 miles an hour, which is rolling, right? Anyway, call us 301-816-1000, find a way to get you rolling in this black Viper. All right, so that's the startup is, I don't know, they still sound really great, and I love this engine start red button here. That's factory exhaust.